Damn it, I'm pissed, man. Interior all over.
Whoa! Warning 1, this video will contain profanity and may not be safe for work, but the 23% off coupon code expiring Halloween night will be safe for work for the rest of Halloween.
In today's video, we're going to contrast the real estate investing pro versus newbie on today's New vs. Pro.
That is, we are literally going to follow these two schmucks around and compare their days.
And don't forget, the real estate investing crash course at the Fairmont downtown San Francisco is November 16th. Get your tickets below. Promise, no upsells, just info. Damn savings rate on Robinhood went down to 1.8%. How am I ever gonna become a millionaire out here? You know, honestly, I'm beginning to think these companies just bait and switch you. They get you in at like 2.5, 2.6%, and then, oh, the Fed cut rates. Now we're gonna drop them. We're gonna drop rates down, and that means we have to pay less. So no, don't blame us, the company, blame the Fed. Yeah, well, what if I just blame all y'all? Here's a 3-unit apartment building that just hit the market within the last 3 hours for $1 million. Newer stucco, newer windows, stuccoed eaves to minimize damage from termites. The roof definitely looks like it's about 25 years old. See, one of the things I teach in the investing course is the worst type of property to buy when it's multifamily is one that needs a lot of work. Roof, not so ideal on this. You're just not gonna get enough of a discount. Stupid, man. Stupid system, man. The system's designed to keep people poor. Really great location, honestly. It looks like another realtor just pulled up behind me to start looking at this property. In real estate, it's all about being fast. They put the approved building plans in the kitchen. This is very smart. Man, who puts homework out on a house they're trying to sell? What is this? I've had a building inspector through here, and look at this. This is a nice vent. Man, this stuff's so nice, but I'll never be able to afford it. This one's tiling's not as great as the other one. We've got a few lips, and you can kind of really see that from a distance. Doesn't look as good as it could be, but still a good design. I don't think most people would notice. I just watched a video on 2 cents, and they told me that millennials, it's not that they're bad with money, it's all that student debt we got and stuff. Looks like we have some plumbing and gas updates. Concrete driveway over here has some cracks. That's okay though. That's right. That's right. How can we possibly, save 20% to buy a place? Man, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna buy anything right now. I'm done. I'm done with stocks. I'm done with real estate. I'm done with all that crap. A single family space, very little competition. Easy to get wedge deals. That's what we talk about all the time on this channel. I'm just gonna wait until the market crashes, and then I'll buy at the bottom. Everything's just too expensive right now. Too much cheap money out there. They say, yeah, inflation's lower, so that's why interest rates are lower. You really want to be looking for good deals to invest in now so that you have an amplified good deal later. And if worst case things slow down, it's okay, you got yourself a good deal. Yeah, whatever. Sounds like a bunch of cheap money to me. Back in the 80s, interest rates were like 10, 11%. So what's to think that's not gonna happen again? This property, fully remodeled, could probably be worth in this location somewhere around $650,000 as a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. It's currently listed for about $80,000 below that. Good nap there. Ooh, I guess there is some good news though. The interest rate on the outstanding balance on my Apple credit card just went down. Thanks, Fed. Love you, Fed. A lot of noobs will spend a lot of time in bedrooms. I personally spent the least amount of time in bedrooms because I'd rather spend time looking at the foundation, the electrical, the exterior. I'll just keep my money in Robinhood and take the pittance they give me. It's like my whole life, I've only been getting handouts of little cheap crap. And people are like, oh, well, you can buy a house with 5% down. Yeah, but then I gotta pay mortgage insurance. Man, I ain't paying mortgage insurance. Oh, but you could get rid of the mortgage insurance after a period of time is what they say. Yeah, whatever, man. I don't believe anything. This is all bullshit, man. I was scrolling through YouTube titles like I do, and I saw another title that me, Kevin, thinks a crash is coming, so I'm just gonna time the market. And people may have seen my video yesterday and saw the title and thought, oh my gosh, Kevin thinks the market's gonna crash. And it's so frustrating because it's like literally the opposite of what I said in the video. As soon as things are at the bottom, that's when I will get in. I show why the Fed is very resistant to ever letting that happen and basically why the market won't crash. That's when I'll get my chance. I'll get my chance to get back in. But until then, man, it. I ain't doing shit. I'll go drink another beer and deliver some Uber later. Don't wait to buy real estate and wait. Man, I knew I should have bought Tesla at 185. Man, I just had all my money sitting in a damn savings account. Now that's it. I'm just gonna wait until the next crash for that too. Sick of this. Oh my gosh, it smells like old in here. Sure, who's gonna hang a new chandelier? That stuff's heavy. The noob, on the other hand, comes in here and looks, oh my gosh, acoustic ceilings. Oh, it's got popcorn too. When they should be over here looking at the two-prong outlets and realizing they've got an ungrounded electrical system. We'd have to tear this whole thing out. I mean, there could be like mold behind these. Whoa. And just like I've shown before, these wonderful cabinets could actually take a very nice amount of stain. Yeah, this is not bad. Honestly, the only bummer with these cabinets is the defacing of this cabinet here. I don't even know where to begin swinging the sledgehammer. Oh my gosh. Now, a lot of noobs will also start by just immediately thinking, that's it, let's remove all these walls here. And 30 grand later, they'll have removed the walls, spending $15,000 on paperwork and $15,000 for beams and headers and footings and contractors and permits. It's a nightmare. Or you could see, hey, maybe you can open up little windows like this, leave some columns, and make your life a lot easier. Man, I've heard of planting petunias, but I've never heard of flower wallpaper. Oh, the old is getting to me. Oh, I gotta go. Can't take it. Oh, I'm gonna be saving up so much money for the crash when it comes one day. One day my ship will come in. Now a noob in the backyard will look and go, look at these beautiful flower planters that I could grow my tomatoes in or whatever. A pro looks and goes, that's gonna be terrible for water intrusion around the foundation of the house. Not the best thing you want. You kind of already can see what settling and water intrusion can do around the foundation. This is sort of the stone patio slab here sliding away from the addition. Possibly because this downspouts just sitting here pooling water. And now the savings rates are down, so it's like, what's the point? Now I'm not even keeping up with inflation anymore. Free market. The only free market is Halloween candy, and I'm stocking up tomorrow. Now, this particular house is going for around $550,000 to $560,000. It's also in a 650 neighborhood, which makes it prime for a potential wedge. I don't need no college. I ain't need no course. Once the market crashes, I'm gonna invest my $20,000 and I will quintuple that money and I will retire. Now, one of the first things I noticed is the kitchen's been opened up with these columns here. And it's hard to see a solid positive connection up here. So definitely something I'd want to find out is if this wall removal was permitted, because there are signs of shifting everywhere. I'll just buy a van and we'll van life and nothing will ever go wrong. Things will be perfect. See, it's usually cracking just like this that you're going to get when a load-bearing wall has been moved, because it shifts the weight dynamic of the house and moves the loads. Let's see what the kitchen's got. And you know what? All this stuff really doesn't matter because I don't need any more education. I'm already a really good investor. We've got the stainless appliances. Looks like they've vented the hood to the exterior, although, whoa! Okay, that is not the correct material, and that makes me a little bit more nervous about the quality. I set up my Charles Schwab. I've been buying a couple index funds. I've put a little bit of money into fractional shares of Amazon. Now, over in the laundry, I see copper, but I do see those newbie rubber hoses. That'd be the first thing I'd get rid of. Even though they're losing money, you know, some people are like, oh, well, you know, you should consider reading the financial report to see why they're losing money. I don't really care. You can also start noticing some cracking in the ceiling of the bathroom and that rust on the window from a lack of ventilation. That's why they've got that window cracked open, but haven't had that cracked open long enough. I'm just gonna pick some stocks because somebody told me if I threw a dart, I'd have a good chance of doing the right thing, just like monkeys, and mostly just put the rest of your other money that you're not choosing yourself into index funds. And you know what? This year I've done great. I've gotten, I've made a good return on my money. I'm up around $75, and I don't need anybody's education. I'm doing fine. Damn, man, if I were renting this, I'd have my landlord come fix all these cracks. I can't stand for this crap. Yeah, landlord, I'm gonna have to ask you to come fix this driveway. There are a bunch of cracks in it and stuff. Wait, what, to fix it, you're just gonna grind it down and then it's gonna look worse? Well, why can't you just re-pour a new driveway? Because it's gonna cost 10 grand and then you'll have to raise my rent? I don't want my rent to go up.
Now, if you've made it this far and you have not clicked on that link down below yet, what are you doing to yourself? You are ripping yourself off. Not a single person has ever complained about the content in my courses or programs. In fact, when people join, they say, Kevin, you're underpricing this.